The trade deadline is here, and it's time to make some tough decisions. This season has been nothing like I expected, and after a 2-5 start that's seen this team get outmatched week in and week out, it's time to make some changes. This has been a frustrating team, with far too many weaknesses to compete for a championship in its current state. We need to rethink our philosophy when it comes to defense, and completely start over from scratch in the passing game, and that might require us to go and find a new quarterback in the offseason. There's only so much we can do right now, but the trade deadline gives us a chance to build toward a stronger team in the future, and today we're making some of those tough decisions, and I view this as just the beginning, with more perhaps coming in the offseason. We've already lost 3 games by multiple scores, once again have one of the worst run defenses in the NFL, and the offense has been a complete mess that was only made worse with the injury to wide receiver Devian Bynes. There are some good young players I view as this team's future, but we need to go get some more draft picks for next year's draft, and trading veterans is how we're going to do that. We began last episode with the trading of J.J. Watt to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We got a 4th round pick in return. You look at some of our pending free agents and see Kevin Byard, a 31-year-old safety, Zach Cunningham, a 29-year-old linebacker. And I saw a lot of feedback about the possibilities of trading Derrick Henry. Is now the time? If we're going to make that move, we're not going to do it here. He is still what makes the offense work. But let's get into the players we will be trading. Beginning with safety Amani Hooker, 26 years old, still young enough to be part of this team's future and not a bad deep safety. However, he has not been a playmaker at any point in this series, has had his struggles this season, and I would rather replace him and get a pick in return, and that's exactly what we're doing, trading him to the New York Giants for a 2nd round pick. Next up is a big one. We are going to trade safety Kevin Byard, an all-pro talent, and a player that I love having on this team, a player who has been a playmaker for us. But at 31 years old, I feel this is the time, especially with him still being one of the best safeties in the NFL, and teams willing to give up a lot for him. Now, I tried to put together trade packages that I felt were reasonable, and this is a lot, but the deal for Byard will send him to Atlanta along with a 4th round pick, and we will get the Falcons' 1st round pick in this coming draft, their 3rd round pick, and a 4 in the future. The Falcons are great this year. They're trying to go on a run, and Byard gets his chance to play even closer to home. Next up, we are going to trade Zach Cunningham, and he's been productive for us, but he is an aging inside linebacker. And there's actually a player I wanted to get in return in this case, and this is the Lions defensive tackle Alim McNeill, a player who is set to be a free agent at the end of the year, and I think he could be a key piece in rebuilding this terrible run defense. McNeill is a player that I've been looking at now for a few weeks, and he's going to get a chance to come here, step right in, and play. We are also going to trade Tyquan Lewis to the Dolphins for a 6th round pick, opening up some roster spots now for us, and leaving us with completely new starting safeties. There is potential for more trades in the offseason. I considered trading Kendrick Bourne here, but consider we don't have anybody that is an average to above average route runner on the team besides him. I'd rather have him than another late round pick. But our moves now, the 5 trades we've made, including the J.J. Watt deal, give us 2 1st round picks, 2 2nd round picks, as a good start, hopefully, towards rebuilding this team. We're going to sign some veterans that can be mentors for some of our young players, because there are going to be some new starters that have very little experience. We're going to sign safety/slot corner LaMarcus Joyner, and then Eric Rowe in his 10th year out of Utah to give us 4 safeties on the roster again. And then we're also going to bring in a new backup left tackle in Jawan James just to provide better depth in that area. One player I've thought about trading and haven't done it yet is Jeffrey Simmons. but I may in the offseason, depending on how the rest of the year goes for him, because I think he's been disappointing with us. We'll also see some new starters at safety. John Barrett, a 6th round pick in our first draft class in the series, will get a chance to play free safety. I have no clue if he is ready. At linebacker, helping replace Zach Cunningham, Chance Campbell is going to play, but also Martin Irving, who also started week 1 for us, and we'll see who plays better. At strong safety, I'd also like to see Brian Cook. We were able to sign him just a week ago when Kansas City released him, and he's a box safety, but I want to see that hit power and run stopping ability because that's been a huge weakness. We're also going to get Rashard Parker out there even more next to Aleem McNeil to see if that can start to step up our efforts against the run. So those are the moves that we have made here in season at the trade deadline. More perhaps to come. We'll see how the rest of the year goes, who I want to keep as part of this core. But we are going to play some football today, and we face the AFC South leading Jacksonville Jaguars, who are way out in front in this division that has struggled. With Trevor Lawrence as their quarterback, they seem to be heading in the right direction. They will not have Travis Etienne today and will instead play young running back Daquan Griffin. Now, with us going into this game off of the bad loss last week to Miami, a lot of talk about the offensive line struggles. We did bring in Trevor Penning, whose pass protection issues have been on display, and Coach Hayden Jean-Charles continues to call out Malik Willis. And could his days as the starting quarterback of the Tennessee Titans perhaps be numbered? Still a lot of football to be played this year, but hopefully we can get an idea of this team's future and who's going to be part of it. A lot of players are given some brand new opportunities, and we are underway in the 8th game of the year. Out of the end zone, Rashad Polite takes it out to the 18. Not a great return. And here comes Malik Willis to lead out the offense. A bunch more turnovers again last week in Miami, including 2 that went for touchdowns. You have to wonder if running literally every play would be a good idea. They will open with a run. It's the rookie, Rashad Polite, and he finds an opening and gets 15 and a first down. 3 receivers in the game for Tennessee, and they run it here with Derrick Henry. Trying to follow Trevor Penning, he gets a gain of 4. But now it's a passing down for Tennessee. 3rd and 6, and the pass from Willis is off the mark for Treylon Burks. He missed him, he was open, and it's a 3 and out, giving the ball to Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguar offense. Lawrence had 15 touchdowns in the first 7 weeks of the year. Jacksonville 5-2, trying to make their lead in the division even stronger. As Lawrence takes off on 2nd down, finds plenty of space and takes it out across the 40. That is a 20-yard scramble for Trevor Lawrence. Running back is the rookie, Daquan Griffin, who bounces off first contact and gets a gain of 5. How will this defense fare with all the changes over these last 2 weeks? Facing 3rd down, Lawrence on target for a first down, finding Devontae Parker, matched up with Christian Fulton. We still have a lot of talent on this defense, but everybody's jobs got tougher this week. Passes caught by Christian Kirk, and that is good for a gain of 8. New defensive tackle Aleem McNeil is in the game. 2nd down, running right, it's Griffin, brought down by Martin Irving after getting the first down. Ball at the 24, fake for Lawrence. Passes caught, first down, going to Parker. And the Jaguars move into the red zone here on their opening drive. Lawrence with 3 receivers to the right, including Evan Ingram. To the end zone, he throws a pick to Caleb Farley. He's turning this around the other way. Down the sideline and chased by Griffin. There he goes. Farley, pick 6, and the Titans have struck first. Trevor Lawrence threw this too far to the inside. Farley had great positioning the entire way, and after giving up a couple catches on this drive, Lawrence tested him 1 time too many, and the Titans have scored first. Like I said, there's still a lot of good players on this defense. Lawrence, outside, tight grab made. Arguably, the best part about this defense is the starting cornerback tandem. 1st and 10 right around midfield. Lawrence picked off again! This time it's Fulton! And the duo has each grabbed an interception here in the first quarter. This is what you want to see. There are still some veterans on the team, but who steps up to show they're part of this team's future? Huge plays by the defense. Now a run for Derrick Henry, and he'll take it across midfield. Coming off a 101-yard game against Miami, he's been playing better recently. On 2nd down, check down to Henry, and he gets a gain of 6, 1st down. Polite's in the game, Henry offset, and Willis will run to the right. Has daylight across the 30 and heads out of bounds with a gain of 17. Tennessee playing a bit of inspired football this week. Sprinting out to the left and flip to Polite. Tight ropes the sideline and lowers the shoulder, gaining 6. Into the red zone for the first time. Here's Henry. Has space, gets the 1st down and drags Jaguars ahead to the 8-yard line. Goal to go, Titans. Another run. Henry! He's met and denied around the 2. Gain of 6. 2nd and goal. They stay with Henry, and this time he's brought down for a loss. Great play by Allen. We'll see what the call is now on 3rd down. They need to get 3 yards. Pressure on Willis, and down he goes. He is sacked by Josh Allen. Trevor Penning has been a big boost for our running game, but the pass protection issues at left tackle aren't going anywhere with him this year. It's 10-0 Tennessee. They add the field goal, and Lawrence throws it right between the linebackers. He throws 2 interceptions, comes right back and throws that laser. From the 39, Lawrence open is Kirk, and back to midfield. Jaguars have moved the football pretty well, and it looks like Martin Irving is shaken up for Tennessee and will exit the game. 3rd and 1, and Lawrence pulls it back. He can run, and he gets around 10, 1st down, Jacksonville. Continuing to rack up yards and move downfield, Lawrence heads to the air, connecting with Parker inside the 20. Already 14 passes on the day for Lawrence. Here's 15, dumped to Griffin, and brought down in space by Rashawn Gary. Sets up 3rd down. A bit of room given to the receivers. Lawrence scanning, trying to extend the play, and throws it out of bounds. I am very impressed with the play of this secondary so far. 10-3. Here's Polite on the return. Cutting left, he tries to find the corner and gets shoved hard out of bounds along the Jaguars bench at the 35-yard line. And that's where the Titans will take over. A heavy running approach with Derrick Henry, and he finds 1st down yardage on his 7th attempt of the day. Polite's in there again, gets the carry, and cannot run between the tackles quite as good as Derrick Henry can. Haven't seen a lot of Willis throwing. Has to do it on 3rd down. Knocked away from Kendrick Bourne, trying to thread that needle. Incomplete. Trevor Lawrence currently has more completions to Titans than Malik Willis. And Lawrence is going to send it downfield, and it's dropped. He had him. Just lost it there at the end. Should have been a big play for Jacksonville. On 2nd down, that pass is hauled in. And covering these tight ends with inexperienced safeties is going to be a big challenge. Lawrence, he kept it and nobody noticed. He gets the 1st again. And Trevor Lawrence has 42 yards rushing midway through the 2nd quarter. He fakes to Griffin on 2nd down, and again attacking these safeties in man coverage. That's definitely going to be a weakness. 5 minutes on the clock, and pressure on Lawrence. Back to the middle for Griffin, he completes. Looking for a flag, there isn't one. Empty on 2nd down. Out quickly and complete to Evan Ingram. He's consistently getting open against this secondary. Ball at the 30 for Jacksonville. Lawrence intercepted again! He's picked by Farley! And he will take it back for yet another touchdown! What is going on this week? We trade away 4 players on the defense, and they're coming out and trying to take this game all on their own. Another one intended for Devontae Parker, and Caleb Farley's all over him. Even the plays Parker has made, the coverage has been tight. Lawrence might be overestimating his ability to just get the ball there every time. They've moved the football. Turnovers are just destroying them. It's nice to be on the other side of that equation. Good run for Daquan Griffin. They have not used the rookie running back very often. No surprise, they're leaning on their veteran quarterback who gets sacked by Terrell Riddick. It's a loss of 7. And they'll hurry up, trying to shake it off. Lawrence on the move. Wide open is Ingram again. And here are the Jaguars. They don't go 3 and out. They're not punting the football. They're moving the ball again into field goal range. 60 seconds on the clock. Here's a catch for Cooper. Shoves away one. Lost the football, and guess who's got it? Tennessee with their 4th takeaway of the first half. He was met by Monty Rice, and he didn't go down. But then you get John Barrett there trying to swipe at the football. I did not see who knocked it out. But Tennessee has it, and they're more than content just running the clock out. They're playing with house money right now, and they're going to leave before they screw it up. Great first half for Tennessee. They didn't do a whole lot on offense, but by not screwing anything up, they managed to come out 14 points ahead. Now, we have not yet taken on the Indianapolis Colts this year, but like us, they've been struggling a bit, and I'm looking forward to seeing how we match up with them in the coming weeks. Those 2 matchups will be very close together on the schedule. Let's get this second half underway. Still a lot of football to go, and the Jaguars start with it. Nice stop on Daquan Griffin. Ball at their own 32, and Lawrence is hit, and the pass goes off the fingertips of Evan Ingram. Sets up 3rd down. Lawrence to the air. Flush to his right and throws it away. Didn't have the rushing path that time. This is not a position Tennessee is used to playing in. Up 14, Willis shoves away a defender and heads outside, getting out of bounds with 7. You gotta be smart. You gotta protect the football. Running with Derrick Henry, he heads out to the left, and that is enough for a first down. They have thrown the ball 4 times today. Why bother throwing it all right now, as Willis will head out for a first down, or maybe not quite. They have a good thing going today. They will throw on first down, and wide open is Byron Bentley. And the former Arizona Cardinal gets 10. That is the Titans' 2nd completion of the day. 3rd and 7 for Tennessee. Willis throwing on target and complete to Byron Bentley. Good route, good catch. I like what I see out of Bentley. It's a fake on 2nd down, and here's the pressure again. Josh Allen sacks Willis. And they back up for a long 3rd down. Not in field goal range here. Willis heads to the air. Pass is cut by Sal Sexton. And that will bring out the field goal unit. 51-yard try for Matt Gay. Right down the middle, and Tennessee extends their lead. It's now 20-3 over Jacksonville in the biggest shock in the NFL this week. 6 and change to go in the 3rd. Lawrence to his left. He's chased and throws away. Looking for a penalty, and he doesn't get it. Aleem McNeil showing he can get some penetration through the middle as well. Got a hit there on Lawrence. Didn't get flagged for it. 3rd and 11 now for Trevor. Off his spot. Panicking into a deep ball. That is knocked away by Brian Cook. He's stepping in for Amani Hooker and shows off the ability to cover Christian Kirk deep down the field. Running with Derrick Henry, the Titans take over, and that goes for 10. Up double digits, get to run with Derrick Henry. This is the formula, but now a deep play action. Willis heaving, wide open is Burks. That is a first down. 5 for 10 passing. That's it. Ball at the 33. It's a fake again. Willis zips it outside, and it's a catch for Byron Bentley. I'm not sure how he got both feet down. Hand off Henry, straight up the middle, running over a Jaguar. Down to the 13-yard line. Motion on first down, and now they hand it off to Bentley. And he's brought down rather quickly, but does get 5. And Byron Bentley has found a way to stand out today. Ball now at the 8, 2 receivers in the ball game. Going straight ahead, bouncing off contact, touchdown, Derrick Henry. Tennessee steamrolling Jacksonville out of nowhere in week 8. Days after trading away 4 starters, they lead 27-3. Lawrence, quick pass, it's incomplete. Christian Fulton and Caleb Farley are having the best games they've had all year. Here comes Gary on third down, and Lawrence is picked off by John Barrett. The second-year safety secures the 4th interception of Trevor Lawrence today. What a game by this Tennessee defense. John Barrett, right place, right time. Tennessee football, 4th quarter underway. Rolling is Willis, throwing to the end zone, touchdown, Treylon Burks. They're pouring it on, up by 30 over Jacksonville here in the 4th. What a dart thrown by Malik Willis. Did anybody see this coming? I don't think Trevor Lawrence did. This division just got a whole lot more interesting as McNeil and Simmons stuff the run. I'm not about to say we're turning this around, that we're competing for the division, but we are annihilating the team in first place, and it's only week 8. We'll see what happens from here. This team hasn't been consistent, so showing up big in one game isn't anywhere near enough. But once they got going today, they have never let up, and down goes Lawrence again. It's the 2nd sack for Terrell Riddick. Not only have we covered these receivers with blanketed man coverage, but we've gotten a lot of pressure on Trevor Lawrence as well. 3rd and 21, he sails the pass over the head of everybody, and they'll be forced to go for it on 4th down, trailing 34-3. Lawrence on 4th and 21. Sails it out of bounds. Tennessee has began to rotate in some second-string players. Willis fakes and completes the pass to Dominic Brooks, the rookie tight end. Rashad Polite is in there. I think Derrick Henry is done for the day. Polite, he bursts out the right side and gets 7. Good for a first down. What do they got dialed up here? Empty on 3rd down. Lob to the end zone, but too far for Kyle Phillips. It is incomplete. 37-3, adding another field goal. Blitzing Trevor Lawrence, knocked down by John Barrett. He was all over Evan Ingram. He is one player really taking advantage of his opportunity today. Here's pressure again. Lawrence will throw it away, and we'll see what happens on 4th and 10. They back off the secondary. Lawrence scanning, has time to throw, and the pass is complete to Lamont Cooper. And he takes it inside the Tennessee 40. About 6 minutes to go in the ball game, and the pass is caught on the outside by Parker. That's about as open as he's been all day now that he's covered by the 5th best corner on the team in Javon Bernard. Spinning is Lawrence. He gets it to Kirk, and Christian Kirk has the touchdown. Jacksonville making it look a little more respectable. And we move it ahead. 55 seconds to go in the game. Up top, leaping is Cooper. What a grab. Bernard not having a great showing here. Lawrence, chase to his right, completes to Ingram. 20 seconds left. Tennessee is about to win their third game of the year. But before that, Lawrence is going to roll left and gets sacked again by Danico Autry. 7 seconds to go. Lawrence to throw to the end zone, where it's caught for the score. Evan Ingram. 2 garbage time scores for Jacksonville, but that is a Tennessee Titans win. 37-17. They did not turn the football over a single time, played some outstanding defense, and ran the football the way they've wanted to all along. 85 yards passing, that's plenty. It's a big episode for this Titans franchise. We score a big win, we traded a bunch of players to prepare for our future, and we'll see what awaits us the rest of the season. But I feel this was a game where just, when it rains, it pours sometimes, and when we get momentum on our side, a lot of good things can happen, because one of the momentum abilities unlocked for almost the entire game was improved coverage. And I was going to make them beat man coverage because I felt our corners were better. And if I see a matchup I like there, we're going to play man coverage. And our corners have gotten pretty good at doing that. I like how the front four played. I really feel like our defense had their best game of the season, perhaps. And that was with brand new starters like Brian Cook and John Barrett. This was also a game where, of course, we had Hayden Jean-Charles call out Malik Willis and the offensive line. We wanted to run the football in this game, and we did that. Big morale boost for the offensive line, and we'll see how that helps us when we take on Green Bay next week. We did lose a player, however, early in this game, and that was Martin Irving, who is going to miss 3 weeks with an abdominal tear, and Chance Campbell will be playing much more. I also signed Christian Kirksey, but apparently I deleted the clip of doing that. But yeah, he's a mentor inside linebacker that is also on the team. So it was obviously a very different game than any other we've had in a while, and we were able to just run the football and didn't have to pass much, which suits us quite well. Not expecting games like that to continue. We have to show we can win the tough games. But we'll just see. For now, I want to enjoy this week because very few games have been enjoyable. But John Barrett today I thought was excellent. 6 tackles, an interception, a couple deflections. No, his interception wasn't this like amazing play, but at least he made it. And he looked good out there. I thought he played well. And he is a fit for what I want to do with our safeties. I like having them play man coverage against tight ends and play down in the box, and I feel like Barrett fits that really well. And one of the reasons why I traded Amani Hooker is because he's really just good at one thing, and I want safeties who can do more than one thing. That, and I just felt like a second-round pick to perhaps go into a more important position would probably be better for us. Again, if you just use the trade finder, you could get some ridiculous packages for some of these players, and I didn't end up going that route. I wanted to make some trades that benefited both teams. I only traded with teams that were in the playoff hunt, so their picks are going to be late in their rounds, and it might help them go and compete for a Super Bowl as well. And I traded like Kevin Byard to a team that I knew would fit his motivations. So, I hope you enjoyed the episode today. Let me know what you thought down below. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Much more Titans franchise to come. See you next time, everybody. Have a great day.